What's going on, family? It's the entertainer, the motivator, the educator, Lucky Murray, back with another Gamecock news update. And today is a topical video. We are talking about who should be the number one receiver at South Carolina football as of 2021, the start of the season. I think September the 4th, I believe. We play Eastern Illinois. Who's going to be the number one receiver? But before I go any further, here's what I need you to do, man. I need you to do one of three things. One, like the video, man. You guys been killing it liking the video, man. I've been loving the support that you guys been giving me. Two, subscribe to the channel. Your boy is almost at 2,100 subscribers. I'm trying to get to 5,000 before the end of the year. So you would help me out tremendously by subscribing to your boy's channel. Also, the notification bell. Let now you know every time I drop the video, and share the video. Share the video. That will help me out a ton. And also, man, in the nosebleed with Lucky Murray is coming out football season. When football season starts, I will bring back my brand new weekly radio show. I think I'm gonna do it. I don't know if I'm gonna do it live. I still have to figure that part out because my Zoom and my computer situation, I got to figure that out. So if it's not live, it would be. I figured that out, but stay tuned to that, man. I'm also doing a Patreon as well. A lot of you guys love my content, and I would love it for greater support. I've just been rumbling, so let me get back to this. Man, I was recently watching Touchdowns and Home Run, and they had a segment that said who should be the number one receiver, and the Spurs Up show was on there. By the way, Lucky Murray wasn't on there, so hey, look, if you know those guys, Lucky Murray would love to join the show and talk Gamecock football. Y'all know what time it is. But they was talking, and they mentioned a few wide receivers. And I'm going to give you my opinion about who should I think the wide receiver one should be. I truly believe we are going to do it by committee. Now, a lot of people said, do we have a number one? I don't think we have to have a number one. Here is my reason behind this. I don't think the receivers this year are going to have – we're not going to have that one receiver that's going to have over 1,000 yards. I think that Dakereon Joyner is going to be an all-purpose player, something like Deebo Samuels was back in the day, something like Bruce Ellington. If y'all remember Bruce back in the day, how he was the slot guy. But Deebo Samuel, I think that Dakereon Joyner has a lot in common with Deebo as far as his athleticism, as far as his explosiveness, as far as his versatility. I don't believe necessarily that he's going to be the guy punt and kickoff return. I do think that he's going to be a gadget player on offense. The Wildcat, when people say the Wildcat, I don't necessarily like that type of offense. I personally like him being that quarterback, not necessarily being a decoy, because if he's back there, everybody's going to know that he's going to run. But you can put him at quarterback for a certain slots to do certain plays. They give you certain options. But I think him and Luke Doty offer the same thing. I think that Dakereon Joyner is a lot more faster. I think that you'll see him, sort of in the backfield, a couple of sweeps. I think that you'll see him with a lot of we'll see a lot of receiver screens. We'll see a lot of go-arounds in between flats, different things like that would give him the ball and let him get open in a space. I think the next person that we are going to have to look forward to is Trey Smith. I believe that Trey, A, he was injured, so we got to give him that. But B, I think that he has a lot to prove. And I think that I truly believe a lot of our receivers were undercoached, and we're going to see them kind of blossom this year. That is my hope. That's my hope. I think that Trey will be the next person, but I think a person that's also going to be crucial is E.J. Jenkins, a 6'7" guy, 250 plus, I believe. I'm going off the top of my head. But he seemed like he's going to be a big target for Luke Doty. I also believe that Nick Muse as well is going to be, there's going to be 1A and 1B. Both of them are going to be good. I think that Dakereon Joyner, I think that Trey Smith. And I think that we may have one other receiver that may contribute. But I think a lot of the bulks of the receiving yards is going to go to Dakereon, it's going to go to EJ, it's going to go to our backs. Really hear a lot of information until September. So everybody's jumping at the bit. I know I am with content. I know a lot of content creators is jumping at the bit as well. But I think that, Phil Steele said this, and I do not think that every time I put out a prediction, everybody's between 5 and 8 wins. I think that the Gamecocks are going to shock a lot of people. Why? Is I think that we're going to dominate the ball with running the ball, and I think that we're going to surprise a lot of people to play act pass and keep passes short, sweet, and simple. I think that as Luke Doty is growing as a passer, you don't want to have to expose him to do really, really deep passes or be down 3 and 12s, 3 and 14s, and 3 and 8s. You want him to have comfortable third down conversions. You want him to have receivers that are comfortable within him. You know, this is a whole new system. So I think year one, we're not going to have that dominant receiver. I think year 2 or year 3 of Beamer ball, I think that somebody will emerge. I think towards the end of the season, somebody will emerge as a number one. But we got some great receivers coming in the class 2022. We got some great people that's looking over the edge at 23. So I think that the thing about South Carolina is the fact that competition is back. There's not going to be one person that's, to me, I hope this is the case. There's not going to be one person that just wants to hold on to their spot, the quote unquote, as they say. So, like I said before, I told y'all before who I think it should be. I think that I believe that De'Carrion Jordan is going to be the man. I told y'all that I think that E.J. Jenkins as well is going to be somebody who pops up. One, he got the size, he got the height. We're putting him in tight end and wide receiver. So I think that we're going to run a lot of 2 tight end spots. Man, I'm just think there's so many different options. I think that as a Gamecock fan, don't just look at, oh, well, we just have to have that one guy. No, it's going to be by committee until that one person rise up. And I really do think it's De'Carrion Jordan. But here's what I need you to do, because I'm just a man behind the mic, as y'all can see. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section below, man. Write it down below. Man, let your boy know what you think. Again, it's the entertainer, the motivator, the educator. Please don't forget all 3. Lucky Murray back with another Gamecock news update. And yes, I want you guys to understand, man, I'm just excited as you are. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Again, yes, football is back. But like I always tell y'all before, it's the next time, people.